God bless America. Hello everybody, I am the Talk Radio Protege. Welcome back to the Protege program. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know that I did. And before I get into the video, I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you'll stick around to the end. And I hope that you'll enjoy and subscribe. Now, let's get right into things. I have two pretty much unrelated stories that I wanted to talk about. And the first one comes from the NTK Network, and the title is Clinton cited false study as reason she lost Wisconsin. How ironic, first of all, that the people that peddled the fake news story are now falling back onto fake news to wave away the loss of their favorite candidate. I think that this picture is somewhat funny as well. You can tell exactly when this photo was taken because it looks like it was taken from their campaign headquarters. It was probably taken before midnight on election night because look how happy everybody looks in this photo. But getting right into it, so apparently Hillary Clinton thinks that because of a voter ID law in Wisconsin that was passed before 2015, by the way, that this law suppressed about 200,000 voters in the state, and she lost the state by about 22,000 votes. So I think it's funny that she's blaming a 2-year-old law for her loss in this state. Specifically, she's citing a study from Priorities USA that said that the voter ID law reduced turnout by 200,000 votes. Now, PolitiFact, for what it's worth, PolitiFact scored the claim as mostly false. And the reason that it was mostly false is because experts say that the study had the wrong methodology, and it's hard to quantify how many voters were suppressed by the law. And I have to say that I can't speak for myself, or I can't speak for more than myself, but there's not a lot that I would let stop me from showing up to vote. I don't think I'd let rain, snow, or ice, bad weather, I don't think I'd let any of that stop me. I don't think I could let an illness stop me. About the only thing that would stop me from getting out to vote would be that I'm bound to a hospital bed by some deadly illness. I don't know. But it seems flimsy to say that, you know, a 2-year-old voter ID law would be the reason that you lost an election. But in light of that being the reason, I thought we'd go ahead and look at the measure, or at least what is available in terms of information on it. So this is from the Wisconsin Elections Commission website, and the ID card is free. There's no money required for this ID card, so that's an obstacle out of the way. You don't even have to have a birth certificate to get this voter ID card. In fact, they link you to this helpful website that is available in both English and Spanish, and they tell you what you can do to get the ID card even if you don't have the documentation to get a driver's license. Whoops. I may have just lost the webpage. Okay, there we go. It's easier to get this ID card than it is to get a driver's license in the state of Wisconsin. And you can even do it at the DMV while you're trying to and failing to get your driver's license, I would assume. You just bring the necessary paperwork, and they'll help you find the other information that you need in order to get your voter ID. And I found this nice little helpful brochure that tells you that you probably have the photo ID that you need to vote. And they show you what all IDs you can use. You can use military ID, you can use a passport, you can freaking use a Wisconsin student identification and proof of enrollment to vote. And then you can use your driver's license or use some other Wisconsin state ID card. And I assume it's this state ID card that you get when you take your paperwork to the DMV. And they show you what all you need. You're going to need some proof of your name and date, some proof of citizenship, and as usual, if you're born in the United States, your citizenship is both of those things. You need some proof of your identity, like a social security card. Most everybody has one. If you've moved to the state of Wisconsin recently and you don't have a Wisconsin driver's license, you just use your non-Wisconsin driver's license. And then you need some sort of pay stub or something that proves you're living in the state of Wisconsin. So fairly easily, fairly standard stuff that you need to get this Wisconsin voter ID law. So it's not even hard to get this identification. So what does it say about Hillary and about the left that they're blaming voter ID laws on suppressing voter turnout? It's hilariously easy to get these voter identification cards, even if you need to have your photo on it. And other things besides needing a photo identification are more suppressive of voter turnout. And also, I think that it's fair to say if voter turnout is suppressed by something, we shouldn't be able to say that that thing that's suppressing voter turnout is evil. Maybe the voters who are not turning out because of whatever it is are not dedicated enough to care about the election. Maybe they don't have business voting in the election whatsoever. If people are afraid to go to the DMV or to a courthouse to get a photo voter identification, maybe they don't have any business being in the country in the first place. Novel idea. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about was apparently people that watch beauty pageants care about the contestants' political opinions. Now, I'm not a person that watches beauty pageants, so if you are, please let me know. Is it a normal thing that people who watch beauty pageants care what the contestants think about politics? Because apparently the judges thought that it was important to ask. Apparently the judges thought the political opinions of the contestants was important enough that they needed to be interviewed on it. So I'm sorry, Miss Missouri, and I'm sorry, Miss New Jersey. You have failed. You're not going to win. Miss North Dakota, you have a chance to win because you're on board with climate change. And Miss Texas, you have a chance to win because you think that, Charlottesville was a white supremacist issue. So we've narrowed it down to those two contestants. None of the other three are going to win. But forget all of that. Why do people watch beauty pageants? You know, I don't, so I can't say for sure, but I would assume it's to see beautiful women on display. Why do people watch football, American football? Is it so that they can listen to the commentary of the players on why they think the political stuff is going on? You know, I watch some football, and I could care less what the athletes think about politics. I watch football because I want to see the athletes play football. I watch crime dramas on television. This is more like what I watch. I watch entertainment stuff on television. I watch crime dramas on television because I want to see, you know, procedural cop stuff unfold on television. I kind of sort of care what the characters think about the world that they're living in, but not so much about, you know, their opinions on politics. You know, unless I get really emotionally attached to certain characters, I don't care what they think about, you know, their favorite ice cream, much less what they think about politics. So, I don't think it's foolish to say that, you know, why are beauty pageant contestants being asked about politics? It's so that the judges can decide who wins based on political opinion. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I'm glad you made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe and share maybe with some of your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, please check me out over on VidMe. Again, that's vidme.com. And if you're watching on VidMe, maybe consider coming over and checking out my YouTube channel. I'm Talk Radio Protege on both of those venues. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll come back for tomorrow's video as is my usual outro. Thank you so much for watching. Good night and God bless.